You could be the one. Because greatness attracts a radius. Greatness attracts a radius. You could be great. It starts with what you do with each moment of each day. Whether they choose to, they can hate it or love it, but they're going to respect it no matter what. Because you got to be able to reach, feel your way forward. I was able to reach a certain level of failure. So then now, going to my lats, if you can't see that part, I'm getting just a little extra jump with a pull just to give myself that little bit of extra effort because then I'm able to get a lot more results. So I put in a lot more effort physically, yeah, but I'm gonna get more results. So I'm using more muscles to get one pull up done, like jump, pull up, but it's gonna give me more results because I'm able to, while my lat has reached failure to where I can't really do a set of 10, I'll do tens all day, but that's the level of fatigue that you want to get to throughout each day. Remembering how much of this you're willing to be. Patience is the virtue that every man must have because not having patience could be what determines the trajectory of your life because you got to be able to forgive them for they do not know. And there's a lot of people who are in the way or a part of certain things that they don't even understand. So they just want to be a part of something. They just want to be around somebody because they ain't got nobody and it's cool. But there's a way to go about it properly. There's a way to go about whatever it is that you are suffering from and whatever it is that you have inside of you that makes you do awkward stuff that you know that is bothering somebody or that is out of placement with alignment, then that's the type of stuff that's going to eat you up inside like a disease in your body. Nip said it best that a lot of people have diseases of their own mind. And there's a way that they, you know, like I know that the content thing that I do is going to change the lives of not only one, not only two, not only three, not only four. It's going to change the trajectory of a generation and generations to come because the loved ones that I have and the people that I'm, it's not a superficial movement that I'm building. It's a movement that is going to be impactful and that's going to make you more more of an asset, you know, spiritually. Physically, it'll make you more attractive. So naturally, you're going to be able to get more of the things that you want in your life, like a magnet, are going to attract to you. So, standards for yourself, having standards like, I'm not going to go back and forth with no fool. It's a lose lose. You can't beat no fool. A fool half to death, but you can't beat the fool out of him. So a lot of people is just fools. They love eating swine. They love being unhealthy. They love being, and they're only going to be on this planet for a little bit of time because the results of the actions that they choose to partake in. What you eat, what you read, how you live, how you breathe, how you exercise, how you meditate, how you stretch, how you hydrate is all complemental interest into how long and the longevity of your life, fam. So it's like if you're not thinking about the stuff that you're eating or the stuff that you're drinking, and you're just being one of those people who is kind of, then that's on you on how long you want to be on this planet or how long you want to live. But if I'm going to do anything beneficial for you, rather than give a man a fish, I'm going to teach a man how to fish in a biblical sense, just like my brother Jesus, just like Moses, just like Nipsey, just like all of the ones that were before me that was a part of this natural kinship of knowing that there could be a spearhead made from each man, that there can be a spearhead made from each group. And a spearhead is meant to protect and to provide. It protects, a spearhead protects, it's a weapon to protect, and it can provide by knocking down a nourishment and it's both a sacred concept of being your mind, sharp as Indian spears, your heart of the purest carat diamond, your mind. You gotta have a heart of gold. Let me rephrase that. Your heart is like the purest carat gold. Your mind is just like the pure carat diamond. And that's when you was like you become an alchemist because you alchemized and transmuted all that and took anything that was undesirable and unprecious and then you turned it into something that's benefit not only for your kinship but an asset for your village and for your tribe and for your community as well. Because everybody, this is find your tribe season. Not everybody's a part of your tribe. Not everybody they could look just like you and they don't want nothing good to come from you. Like they could be plotting your downfall the whole time, bro. You gotta understand, you gotta have discernment. It's easy for a snake to fake a smile. You gotta know who's really rocking with you and who's really for you. You know what I mean? But you gotta be for yourself, most importantly. I can't be out here just toot my horn and run around talking and not being able to walk it like I talk it. If you want, you know what I mean? You tired of being lonely, then start working on being better company. And people will naturally start coming around you and it being coming wanting to naturally be around you, loved one. You want to build a company, start buying books on how to be a business orientated person, how to start up conversations, how to you want to be an author. Okay, well then go to the Dollar Tree or whatever down the street and go get you a notepad and get a pencils. It's gonna cost you something, but it's gonna offer give you the opportunity to offer something to the collective, young one, old head, young bull, or whatever they I ain't going. I'm gonna say when I ain't gonna call you no YN. That's silly. That's sucker shit. You a young god. You a young goddess. If you resonate with the Most High and the frequency of enlightenment and the frequency of that the moon and the sky and the sun light up with, because it's all a part of the process, man. They don't be judging each other, talking shit. They don't. They just know that it is what it is. Each day, I'ma shine. You gonna shine too, and there ain't no hatred. They illuminated. They up there with the Most High. So it's all about a part of being what you gonna be. You gonna be a part of the sky realm, or the worldly realm, or I don't even like talking about what's under that, because there is something under that. But you gotta be conscious of that too. But we ain't gonna pay that no conscience. We gonna do what we gotta do to enlighten your conscience, because you a good father, you a good mama, you a good mother, you a consistent person. You just made some bad choices. So if you start making better choices, then you can start being better. And it starts with that conscious decision right now. Like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start being better by going out and giving my young people something to see that's better. I'm not out here pot bellied. I'm not out here with no vet. I'm not out here like, come on. I'm out here proper, able to talk to my mom, able to talk to a young person, able to talk to people that don't even look like me, because that's the difference. That's what your kids and your people see is how you treat other people. that don't look like you. If you're always one of them people, then they're gonna have them social abnormities in life, and then they're gonna walk around with them racial entitlements that are gonna have them going through a lot of obstacles that they shouldn't. No race is better than the other. No religion is better than the other. We all are a part of the process of what it means to be a part of the human experience, bro. I'm not going out of my way to impose what I believe on you, and I'm not going out of my way to be around or try to sit here and be all up in your face neither. I'm gonna respect your boundaries, and I'm gonna respect your people, and I'm gonna move around you. If I be mindful and I see that people are doing certain things, then I'm gonna go around that because that's what a man does. There's a lot of adults, but there ain't a lot of men. You know what I'm saying? These pull-ups don't make me a man. Push-ups don't make me a man. Money don't make me a man. God made me a man. So I have to honor and respect that and know what it means and look into the ancient scrolls, tablets, and what God, and you know, put all in the proper minds and stuff to what a man is supposed to, and then start with that. Because you can act like it ain't been told or act like it wasn't written, and then you can keep acting, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you see what happens to actors, the rug gets swept from under them. Warner Brothers frog. Come on, man. We ain't acting no more, man. This is for the faculty. This is for the family. For my family. For your family. For the man or woman that want to be better for their family. That's not running and hiding their families. That's willing to know that even if they ain't got no family, that they could be the person who spearheads and starts and builds a family. Because loyalty makes you family. Blood makes you related. Come on, man. Just find your tribe season, but you got to be able to give your tribe something if they find you. Find yourself. Find your purpose. Find your reason. What I was thinking about doing is maybe trying to send an email to the park and recreations or something, and thinking about the possibility of getting like a dip bar moved out here. Cause that'd be bomb. Like dips are so bomb too. Like really, what you need is the dip bar, cause the dip bar will get you right. It gets that back arm. It gets you proper. What was funny is that I would imagine that they would have one out here, but hey, let's see what we can do, man. See what we can do with a mustard seed, right? Hey, pounds, huh? Might be able to try to dip bar out here because the dip bar would be so bomb. Like you see the dip right now, guys? I'm asking God right now. Come on, God, we need one because it'd be so fundamental to have the dip bar. Mission Park got some beautiful outdoor calisthenic equipment. Gonzaga School of Law District right behind there. They got a 24 outdoor calisthenic equipment and super bomb. You can see that on my channel. There's a lot of content that I like. I like going down there because it has the one right there. So the beautiful city of Spokane, Washington, and Parks and Recreations have very, 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 very well maintenance and well preserved, well lit, well like they do a really good job. Shout out to them because a lot of my content is done at these places, and I really do enjoy being able to be a part of that as as a Spokane tribal member, as a member of the community of Spokane, as a lifelong resident, I'm always have just been so blessed, and want to say thank you for that, Spokane Park and Recreations, man, for doing these type of things. Cause I've been to other places, man, and we should be really grateful. So looking around and seeing these things and knowing that they're available to us, we got to be able to know that we can't be out here tearing it up or being disrespectful. Because you're a representation of your family, you're a representation of your town, you're a representation of your teachings. You know, think about how you could be a better representation, not by only but what you saying, but what you doing, and how you showing others how that they could do it too if they so choose. And I know how to not bite off more than I can chew. So that pull up right there, damn, I feel okay. So I just need you and myself to just continue on that higher trajectory. To not be the type of person that lets the things that they hear and the things that they see be the reason why they ain't the ones that better be. They're not being that bad seed. They're not being the one that just like turns spoiled underneath the tree. They're the one that bears fruit. You know what I mean? Or they're the fruit that gets foraged by the other one that sees that's new, takes it out of that, off that gets plucked, or you know what I mean, and then it's the one that's the natural process of life and gets to be nourishment for somebody else. This is like me, you know, being a plump berry on a bush that was able to be plucked. And then that's you clicking on my video, going to my channel, whatever, and then you being able to get some substance from what I'm giving you, loved one. These are all metaphors. This is all stuff that I want you to know is that this is not just superficial stuff. This is for nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. So instead of just like not continuing to go with my little workout, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start doing more abs because the core is essential. Core is essential. You can't build a house on sand and you can't build a house on sand, right, fam? Okay, so what is a tree without a trunk? It's just a bunch of branches, right? Okay, cool. So your trunk is your core. You got to have a strong core. Ooh, those are tough. Ah, yeah, I love it. That goes to show you got to feel your way forward. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It takes a certain caliber of man or woman to to see failure as a catalyst. That's why I love sports. That's why I love physical challenges because it gives you an understanding that failure is a natural process in development. So failure, you get the muscles fatigue, stretch, and you get them to damn near the point to where they can't move, right? And then they get tore, they get rebuilt, they get their quick twitch muscle fibers catch the tears in them, and them tears in the muscles, you know, water, hydration, nutrients, rest, and then the natural process and development happens. The natural process of development must happen within you, family. It's just like that. Developing your mind, taking that time, knowing sometimes you know what I mean. That's what they want. That the developmental issues, what they've been force feeding you by only giving you 30-second real learning experiences where your mind doesn't even can't even comprehend picking up a book and reading it for that long. So get out of the illusions and sit down as hard as it is. Put your phone on do not disturb, and then pick the book up and start reading. Start thinking about the things that you want to do and things that you want to acquire. The application of knowledge is power. Not having knowledge, because there's a lot of people who know a lot of shit but don't do nothing with it. Okay. But I know through this physical, this because that's what I'm saying. Confident. That's why like these billionaires and stuff don't have no female, or these females that have billions of dollars don't have no man or like whatever, because they worked on more of getting money than they worked on like building with somebody. So that's why they're all awkward and shit and don't know how to talk to nobody, man. Social, social like social awareness, being able to communicate. That's because it's you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't got nobody to share it with, or you ain't got nobody, you know what I mean? We need people. So be the type of person that doesn't always please people, but knows how to build with people. People pleasing through, but know how to build with people, because that could be the difference between you being of a benefit or an asset too. Is you know how to build with people too. But yeah, like I was saying, I almost went right back into the pull-ups again. I'm an addict. But no, look. So I'm gonna go right back. I'm gonna go back to the because knee raises, because core is important too. So remember that. One, two, three. So trusting yourself, knowing what you're capable of, being willing to step out of your comfort zone, willing to be able to just submit to a higher power, whatever you want to call it, just be aware of it. There comes a certain power that comes from you once you know how to be present and accept the present. Then, once your presence is in acceptance of the eternal essence, then you can become a vessel that doesn't have a veil all up on their eyelids and stuff, and that is not all mistful, you know, and knows how to be the one that knows how to face challenges and knows how to never run from the things that was meant to challenge them too. Because we ain't running from nobody. We running to the battle. We ain't running from it. So go on a walk, go on a jog, go on a run. Proper preparation prevents poor performance, loved one. So if you want to be the type of person that God called on, because I see God when I look at you. I see God when I look at you, elder. I see God when I look at you, peer, whoever's on here, cousin, relative, loved one, whatever. But the difference is that when you look in the mirror, is that what you see too? Or do you see yourself limited in beliefs? Because in one of those chapters, it said, what, ye are gods, right? So as he does, you can too, if you so choose, with faith. Size of what? Mustard seed. Mustard seed's like this big, man. I know you got more faith than that, but you got to have faith in yourself before you can have faith in anything else. Just like that faith you have in walking and taking steps, you got to have those, take those same walk, that faith is to go walk and then turn those walks into jogging and walking. And then it could become like an offering to where the Most High sees that you, Allah, he sees that and he knows that you're grateful for your life and for the things that you was getting. Why the manna stop falling out the sky? Because they were ungrateful for what they were getting. Oh, I'm tired of one, man. Come on, man. That's what messed it up for us in these times and days, family. So think about what you doing now, because you don't want to mess it up for them in them times and days that are cut to be in the then. Come on, because we could be the ones that they write about then. If you think about it like that, fam. Quit being so simple minded and narrow minded and letting these people put these illusions in your mind and making you think that you was just supposed to be a factory worker or supposed to be just some fucking hamster on a wheel, man. You could be the architect of your life. You could build a dynasty. You could build an app. You could build a company. You could be the one that does something that the world ain't never seen before. It's unprecedented. Because I say that for myself because I see that when I look at my young people, my peers, the ones that just resonate with the frequency that I'm on, my tribe, who's rocking with me, who gets all the way to this point in the video to where they're like, man, he was really serving it. That's who I'm talking to. That's a jewel for you. That's a feather for your wool bonnet. Because without me, without you, they all gonna lose. Because we are the type of people that prep. And we are the type of people that accept. We don't neglect. We accept our challenges and we accept our flaws and we embrace our imperfections and we cultivate them throughout each day so then where we can be an asset on every plane of existence, every plane of existence. There's five senses, but there's a sixth sense too, and that's that uncalcified. Unless you or one of those colonized that don't see life like that, that just thinks that it's this and that, believe everything they hear and don't even have no, all right, this ain't for you then. So this right here is for my people that ain't got, that don't want no veil, they don't want no calcium, don't want calcium, don't want none of that. They want that real deal. They want that real man. Because we all face challenges. It's raining. Man, bro. But I know that as brother C, brother do, as sister C, sister do, as native C, native do, as king C, king do, as queen C, queen do, as chief C, chief do. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You see me doing it, so then you might want to do it too. But you got to have discernment. Is this really for you? Because it ain't for everybody. If you want to be them silly ass suckers that's just run around sucking on a vape and drinking all that shit, then go ahead and do that. Go ahead, be one of them. But if you want to be one of those ones that face the challenges, that gets called upon if God needs something, you know what I mean? That got the that got the discernment within their heart, and they got the capability, got the heart of a Buddha in the hands of a demon to where they can be capable of wielding the most heinous of acts, but they keep that wielding it, they keep that under control and under arrest because the Most High needs somebody to have an impact too. But that's the discernment. You can't have weak, silly, uncapable of violent motherfuckers. So you got to be able to have the capabilities of causing harm, but not to cause harm, and not be out here unwilling to be able to provide and be helpful to somebody, and stand in the way of something if somebody's trying to cause harm. Because that's what it means to be the one that is to be the one that gets called upon by God at any given time. It's not going to be your phone ringing. It's not going to be that. It's just going to be you get the decision or the choice to do something right, and you do it. Bam, number was called. Bam, bam. You getting that complimentary interest, and God know He can call on you again. Bam, 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 bam. Things is gonna just start. Doors is gonna start open, man. That's what's gonna. It's that do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, not because people are around you or not because people are seeing you do that shit, fam. You feel? All right, last set. My phone's almost